Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sam Frost here from Easy PPC Tutorials. And in today's video, what I'm going to do is show you how you can set up ad scheduling during the campaign setup process. Now, this is an option that a lot of people don't realize even exists when they're DIYing their Google Ads. And I'll talk a bit more as well about just the whole concept of ad scheduling. And in later videos, I'll be showing you some more advanced ad scheduling techniques. Now, what I've got here is my dummy account that I use for demonstrating things on this channel. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the setup process. So I've got a basic search campaign here. I'm not even going to bother giving it a title. You can see I've unticked include Google Display Network here. Just as an aside, you should always make sure this is unticked. Check the video description. I've got a link to a video that will explain why that is so important. We're targeting New Zealand. We'll set a budget of $5 a day. I'm not even going to proceed to the next screen, so don't worry too much about that. But what we've got here, when you come through by default, now I've already expanded this, but when you come through by default and you go through the setup process, there's this piece here called Show More Settings. So as you scroll down the page, unless you keep an eye out for it, you may not even see it and you may not even think to expand it. But when you do so, what it does is it actually gives you a few additional options. One is about conversion tracking, and I'll have more videos on that in the future. Another one is about ad rotation, which once again I'll discuss in a later video or another video. But what I want to talk about is this piece here, ad scheduling. So by default, your ads are set to run all day. And basically that means Monday to Sunday, 24/7, your ads will be running. Obviously, you might run out of budget in a day and your ads stop showing. But basically, you could potentially have 24/7, 7 days a week ad coverage. So why might you want to change this? Well, let's say you have a business that really depends on you being able to answer the phone. So a good example might be like a trades business, like a plumber or an electrician. And you might know that if you can't answer the phone, uh, someone calling up is not going to turn into a customer, and there's just no point in actually taking that inquiry. Or another example might be that you run a hospitality venture, you run a cafe or a restaurant, and you only want to show your ads during the times that basically people can actually come to your cafe. So you don't want your ads to run when someone might see it at 1 o'clock in the morning because they happen to be planning what they're going to have for lunch the next day, but you know that the chances are they probably aren't going to come in. So depending on how your business is structured and what you do, there may be a good argument for ad scheduling. Now, what you have to do to set up ad scheduling is really simple. You click this option here, you expand that, and then what you're able to do is actually create an ad schedule. So, for example, Google's sort of helped you out here with some default ones. You might say, I only want ads on Monday to Fridays. And then what you can do is set the actual time. So, I only want Monday to Friday. I get to the office at 8 in the morning. I leave the office at, let's say we leave the office at 5 p.m., 1700. And it's got your account time zone there. So, I'm in GMT plus 12, so New Zealand time. Obviously you should have your correct time zone set up there. And if we added that or saved that particular ad schedule, what that would do is that would actually ensure that we only show ads between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, New Zealand time. Now, what we can do as well is add an additional time schedule. So we might want that one, but we might also want ads to show on, say, Saturdays and Sundays because we have a skeleton staff working, but they only work from, let's say, 10 in the morning till, how about we'll say that your staff work till 1 in the afternoon. So you've just got a part-timer working in the office or in the shop for a few hours on a Saturday and Sunday. So we swapped to Saturday and Sunday, excuse my mistake there. And now you can see your ad schedule. So when you go through the setup process and finalize it, there will then be an ad schedule saying, hey, this person's ads are only going to run Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, we run from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that is how you set up ad scheduling during the campaign setup process. In another video, I'll show you how to set it up after you've already configured a campaign. So you might have a campaign that has been running for a while now that you want to add some scheduling to, but this is just purely looking at the setup process. So hopefully you found that useful. If you're not sure whether you should try ad scheduling, we'll drop a comment. As long as you're happy to provide some information about what your business does, I'm more than happy to reply with my advice as well. Hopefully you found this useful. If you like the video, please obviously hit the like button. Please consider subscribing. If you want me to cover a certain topic, maybe you say you want to learn how to create better ad copy or optimize your keywords or whatever, then what I would appreciate you doing is just dropping a comment with a video suggestion as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.